I don't care what you call yourself. We are all in the same boat in this country. I don't care if you want to be a Cherokee. I don't care if you want to be a Choctaw. I don't care if you want to be an Asiatic black man. I don't care what you want to be. In the eyes of the white man, we are all members of the same race. They could care less what you call yourself. This is not about integration and separation. Why? Why is this not about integration and separation? Because integration has already proven to be a failure, and separation has already been the order of the day. You live by yourself, you die by yourself, you suffer by yourself, you struggle by yourself. You are already separated. The only time white people have to deal with you is when you come to them to access their institutions because you don't have your own. The only time white people have to deal with you is because you have to go to their institutions because you don't have your own. I said the only time white people have to deal with you is when you have to go to their institutions because you don't have your own. We are already separate. We don't need to fight for separation. They are gentrifying your communities. They have locked us in the ghettos. We are disproportionately represented in prison. We are already separated. So you don't have to fight for separation. And they are never going to integrate you. So there's no need to fight for integration. So this whole integration separation is a waste of time. The true dichotomy is dependence and independence. The true dichotomy is independence or dependence. Do we want to stay dependent on the white power structure, or do we want to become independent and create our own reality? That's the only question. This is not separation and integration. This is dependence and independence. And the most honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey already told us. The most honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey already told us that a race that depends upon another people will sooner or later die. Garvey said the race that depends upon another people will sooner or later die. Dependence is death. If we are going to make it a point to fight for the right to remain dependent on the U.S. government, then we are fighting for the right to become extinct. If we are going to fight for the right to depend eternally on the government, then we are fighting for the right to become extinct. Understand me, overstand me, understand me. You all should be demanding every popular, fake, woke, so-called conscious leader y'all listen to. You all should be demanding that every fake, woke, so-called conscious leader you listen to be actively engaged in the building of a relevant institution. You should be demanding that all of us be actively engaged in the creation of relevant institutions. But the reason why most of you do not require your fake, woke, so-called conscious leaders to be actively engaged in the building of institutions is because you are not interested in doing any work yourselves. And because you all are not interested in doing any work yourself, you don't require of your pseudo leadership what you yourself don't want to be a part of. Y'all look at what Dr. Umar is going through. Y'all look at what Dr. Umar is going through with FDMG, and you say, I don't want that smoke. I don't want to be at no school all day and night waiting for renovations and chasing down contractors and raising money and paying taxes and dealing with coups and saboteurs. But guess what? That's a part of the process. That's a part of the process. If you are not interested in building institutions, please stop saying you're interested in liberation. If you're not interested in building institutions, please stop saying you're interested in liberation. Watching YouTube videos is not liberation. And what a lot of us like to do, because we're not serious about doing the work, if you listen, you're getting the answers. What a lot of us like to do is we want to divert from the work of reconstructing the Black community. We want to divert from the work of making our people a self-sustaining, independent nation in America. We want to distract from that by doing what? Engaging in character assassination, fighting over identity. There's no need to fight over identity. I am an African. I happen to know who I am. But do you think I'm going to waste my time trying to convince somebody who has already made up their mind that they want to distance themselves from their ancestors? I'm not wasting my time doing that. You will never see me fight with people who have already made up their mind that they are going to try to disidentify from their race as a strategy of liberation. It has never worked before, and it will never work again. It has never worked before, and it will never work again. So people who want to say they Asiatic, people who want to be pretendians, whatever they want to be, let them have that. It's an irrelevant argument. You know why it's It's as irrelevant as arguing over religion. It's as irrelevant as arguing over religion. Why? Why is arguing over identity just as irrelevant as arguing over religion? Because no matter who wins, the Muslim or the Christian, no matter who wins, the Muslim or the Christian, no matter who wins, the Hebrew or the Jehovah Witness, no matter who wins, the Episcopalians or the Methodists, no religion has a solution for Black liberation. So why are you fighting over a situation that does not have a solution for Black liberation? Whether you say you African, whether you say you Asiatic, whether you say you are pretendian, that's not a solution. Identity is not a solution. And the reason why so many people are fighting over identity is nobody wants to do the work. I don't care what you call yourself. We are all in the same boat in this country. I don't care if you want to be a Cherokee. I don't care if you want to be a Choctaw. I don't care if you want to be an Asiatic Black man. I don't care if you want to be indigenous. I don't care if you want to be ADOS. I don't care what you want to be. In the eyes of the white man, we are all members of the same race. They could care less what you call yourself. They could care less what you call yourself. They could care less what you call yourself. So fighting over identity is a waste of time. We should be debating strategy, tactic, goal, and conclusion. I'm not debating nothing except strategy, tactic, goal, and conclusion. I'm not interested. I am not interested. Dr. King versus Malcolm. I'm not interested. Frederick Douglass versus Martin Delany. I'm not interested. Minister Farrakhan versus Jesse Jackson. I'm not interested. The Most Honorable Marcus Garvey versus Mr. Muhammad. I'm not interested. I am not here to fight over the works of dead men. I am living and I am breathing. What you think about the most honorable Marcus Garvey is your business. What you think about Mr. Elijah Muhammad is your business. What you think about W.E.B. Du Bois and Malcolm X and Fred Hampton, that's your business. I know what I think about them. But no matter what I think about them, no matter what you think about them, it does not lead to a solution. All we should be discussing is strategy, tactic, goals, and conclusions.
That mouth of the black woman can be a black man's undoing. So I always study sisters for their talkativeness. Sisters who love attention, sit on YouTube all day taking pictures of themselves. You get on YouTube, you're like, damn, sister, you're fine. You are a gorgeous woman. But is there something else you can be doing with your life besides taking pictures? We saw your ass already.